Thanks for watching Guns and Watches. This video channel is about masculine stuff, old guy stuff, and those of us who are, north of 40 and starting to enjoy nice things, or maybe if you're less than 40 and you like the nice stuff just the same. This video is about restoring my Stetson Diamond Jim straw hat. I have the felt hat as well. The felt hat is a much more expensive and robust thing that's expected to last for a lifetime because you don't wear those when it's inclement. Straw hats are made to be worn when you go outside and you're working, or you like going to the gun range, or you like going to the ball game, mowing the yard, any type of outdoor activity. These hats are made for that. They're made to be used and abused. And I did that with this one that I purchased in 2023 for $130. That's a lot of money for a straw hat. This year I went around to replace it and found out that they're about 140 to 160 online, and that is a lot of moolah. I remember when I first purchased the hat that it had a ding on it when it came in the mail, and I was able to mix some acrylic paint and clean the ding to the point that I can't even find it right now. Actually, now I can't find it at all because I've restored the whole hat, as you can see in the top right corner. But that restoration worked so well, I thought, hey, why not try to restore the entire hat? Turns out that's not just possible, it worked incredibly well. I've had the hat restored, and I've had it out in the field and worn it a couple of days in the heat. On an airplane trip, throwing it up in the overhead bin and whatnot. Very durable restoration, and I was able to bring this thing back for less than $10. So I'm going to show you some video now about how that happened. So here's the hat in its primal condition. After a couple of years of spending a lot of time at the gun range and in the yard, it looks nasty. Where I'm rubbing right there is where the nick used to be, and how I was able to repair that with the acrylic paint back 2 years ago. And there's the two paints. And the way you do this is you take and you have to do a little voodoo to get the color matching going. It takes a little bit of work to match the color, but you could tell that that can't be detected. And the way I mixed the colors was to take the white and put it into a Dixie cup. And then you want to sneak up on the dark. So a little bit of dark goes a long way when mixing these two paints. So just use a Q-tip and get a good mix on the paint first, and then add in the dark stuff. I don't know what that was that fell on the hat. Ew. 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 Mix up as you get to blending, and then you use the piece of paper next to the hat in order to give it a swab and see if it is close enough. No, that's not going to get it done. Got to add some more. But I did find that you have to sneak up on it. If you try to go dark and then use the white to bring it down, you end up with a lot more paint than you bargained for. So you can see I'm going to take a swipe here in a second on the paper and see that it is way too white. Not going to work. Once you blend it together enough to get a color that you think is good, flip the hat over. As you can see, this is a tired hat right here. Flip the hat over and try it somewhere where nobody's going to see. And you could see that is nowhere near close. No, sir. To spare you the gory details, using that matte paint produced a very cool hat, but I had to give up. I had to go back to the store and purchase a bottle of the satin finish acrylic in a darker color, and look at these results. Fabulous. This hat is brought back from the dead. It is in fine condition. And I would have, if I had started with buying new paint from the get go, it would have been done for about $5. This satin finish is $1.79 at the Hobby Lobby, and I bought a bigger brush because using that fine brush actually put tiger stripes all over the hat. Very good job, very fine finish, and if you have a straw hat, don't be afraid to go to the Hobby Lobby and get yourself some satin acrylic paint. Get it a little darker than the hat. Do not paint the inside. The inside of that hat I left stock at the top of it where your head goes because you don't want to make it too hot in there. It's still completely waterproof. I ran water on it. I've had it in the rain. And as you can see, I'm not that good of a painter, but I did leave it uh, stock on the inside so I can remember the good old days. And I'll close this out with a final picture of the finished product. But as I know it, this is the only camel satin finished Stetson Diamond Jim in the world, and saved me $160 restoring this bad boy. Good luck. Thanks for watching Guns and Watches. Have a good day.